Welcome to today's edition of ISM's Quick Tips podcast series. I'm Amy Riley, a consultant with Independent School Management. Thank you for joining me today as we discuss the portrait of a graduate as an expression of your mission in student outcomes terms. The portrait of a graduate reflects your strategic and operational why and is the gauge by which you measure everything you do. Starting with the end in mind is a great way to ensure every action you take, every decision you make is designed to get you there. The portrait of a graduate is a set of 3 to 5 statements that describe your students at the end of your highest grade level, having become those people as a direct result of the experiences they've enjoyed while enrolled at your school. Your portrait of a graduate statements should be action-oriented and speak to how your graduates can be expected to operate in the world because of who they have become. Your statements will be highly idiosyncratic to your school, your mission, and your competitive marketplace stance. Invite all faculty, staff, and administrators to participate in the creation of these statements. If you have a high school program, consider including current seniors, who by that point are literally the living, breathing, walking, talking portraits of a graduate. Pre-configure your heterogeneous breakout groups of 8 to 10 people per group. Intentionally include teachers, some administrators, some staff members, and some students in each group. Before they move into their small group workshop spaces, define for them what a portrait of a graduate is and why it matters from both a marketing and operational perspective. Help them to understand that your ability to prove that students are making incremental progress toward becoming the portrait of a graduate throughout their entire experience at your school forms the foundation of your internal marketing efforts. Provide activating questions to prompt them, but only if they get stuck or find it hard to get into the space of the work. Give your groups 45 minutes to first brainstorm, then agree upon their portrait of a graduate statements. Call all the groups back together and one by one, invite them to share the statements they created. You will note a high degree of overlap in descriptions from group to group. Charge a small team of collaborators to capture the entire data set from this initial workshop, then finesse that aggregate list into first a clear expression of dominant themes, and second into a final draft set of statements that can be returned to the larger group in the coming weeks or months for affirmation. The goal is that the larger group of participants will confirm, yes, that's what we said. Once affirmed, publish your statements on your website and in your print materials. Operationalize your statements in every aspect of your decision-making. These statements will serve as a cultural rallying point for your professional faculty and staff. Telling stories through the lens of your portrait of a graduate statements serves as the proof that your school and its program does in fact produce the student outcomes you said it would, and serves as a strong piece of evidence of return on investment for private school families. Thank you for joining me today. For more information on this topic, visit isminc.com. Don't forget to check out upcoming workshops and webinars and stay connected to the latest from ISM by signing up for our free monthly newsletters.